puzzly tile-laying game. As neuroscientists, you're gonna move around the brain and control the Neuroriders to your advantage in Neuroriders.
And today we'll be teaching you how to play Neuroriders, game designed by Miguel Suarez Olivares and published by Draco Studios.
And hello everyone, it's Stella!
And Taryn here from Meeple University.
Okay, let's go to the classroom.
In the world of Neuroriders, microscopic nanobots will move around inside people's minds, harvesting memories. Through the game, players will be competing against each other to expand the rooms of memory and manipulate the movement of 4 shared Neuroriders, passing them through the doors of memory to increase their values, all the while watching out for the gradual crystallization of rooms. Players share the 4 Neuroriders but have different hidden agendas, scoring more points for the progress of one colour and losing points for the progress of another. Whosever hidden agenda is best met when the game is over will win the game. To set up, lay out the memory board. Each track has a coloured memory marker at 0 and a matching shaped black crystallization marker also nearby at 0. In the centre of the table, place the square starting room with 2 doors and place the 4 Neurorider meeples on that room. Shuffle up the rectangular memory room tiles. Make a draw stack and deal out 4 tiles face up. Give each player a face-up set of A, B and C action cards, a hidden agenda card which is flipped face down and hidden from all other players, and 1 random room tile from the deck. Choose a first player and you're now ready to play. Neuroriders is played in rounds. Each round has 2 phases, the exploration phase and the crystallization phase. The exploration phase is played in turns, starting from the first player and going clockwise around the table until 4 turns have been taken, regardless of the player count. Each turn includes taking 1 room tile from the display, having the option to play an action card, placing a room into the map, and possibly moving Neuroriders and increasing memories. After 4 turns, the room supply will be empty and you'll move to crystallization. Parts of the map will be flipped over, memory colours will suffer crystallization, and the starting room will be moved for the next round. You'll then rotate the first player marker and play another round with 4 new tiles to choose from. So now let's look at a turn in the exploration phase. To begin your turn, you will have 1 room tile in hand, and your first step is always to draw another room tile from the display and add it to your hand, without replenishing. Your second step is to optionally play 1, but no more than 1, of your 3 action cards, by flipping it over and resolving its effect. To understand what these do, we need to know a few more rules, but do note that every card that you do not use during the game will earn you 1 point. Thirdly, choose 1 of the 2 rooms from your hand and add it to the map. You may add it anywhere you want as long as at least 1 of the doors connects to a door of a room already in play. Door colours do not have to match. However, having matching doors is one of the main ways to earn points in the colours that you want. So it may be tactically advantageous or disadvantageous to make the doors match. Finally, check the Neurorider icons on the room you've just placed. If that coloured Neurorider can move to that room, passing through no more than 2 doors, then move that Neurorider there. If it must pass through more than 2 doors, then leave the Neurorider where it is. Each time any Neurorider passes through a door whose 2 halves match, then the colour of that door gains 1 memory. And if the Neurorider that passed through the door with 2 matching sides is the same colour, then it gains 1 additional memory. In this case, orange moved through this double door, which matched orange, so that would be 2 memory points for orange. No memories are gained for moving through non-matching sided doors. Here pink would move 2 spaces, but no memories would be gained. The starting room doors are considered wild and match all colours, so white would move into here and would score 1 memory for pink. The Neurorider takes the shortest path when multiple paths exist, so here it would have to go through this pink door and not through the orange, then non-matching door. While if there are multiple shortest paths available, it's the active player who gets to decide which door is used. After the exploration turn, when the room tile display is empty, you'll move to the crystallization phase. You'll go through the following steps, and do note that what I've set up here is not a possible layout for the board, but it helps me to explain all of the rules. Firstly, if it's still face up, you'll flip over the starting room. Then flip over all orthogonally adjacent rooms to the starting room, whether they're connected by a door or not. Neuroriders remain in place for now. Then flip over any black coloured rooms which are orthogonally adjacent to any of the tiles that were just flipped. If there were any black rooms adjacent to that, flip those as well, and continue until there are no more black rooms adjacent to tiles flipped in this phase. Once again, for all of these rooms, it's only adjacency, not connectivity through doors, which matters. These rooms are all considered crystallized. Any Neurorider in a crystallized room must now be rescued to a nearest non-crystallized room. Where there are multiple options, it's the current first player who makes the choice. That Neurorider's colour will now gain 1 step of crystallization on the memory board for each step taken as part of the rescue. So green's nearest room is here. Green moves 1 space, and the green track gains 1 crystallization. The first player could rescue orange to here, here, or here, gaining 1 crystallization. For pink, the shortest rescue path is 1, 2, so this must be taken at a cost of 2 crystallization. Crystallization will end up counting negative towards that track's value for objectives at the end of the game. Next, the current starting player takes the starting room and moves it to any new location which is orthogonally adjacent to at least 1 non-crystallized room. The room is not flipped face up again, it's still considered crystallized, but it will be the seed point for the next round's crystallization. Finally, refill the room display with 4 new tiles from the draw deck, and rotate the first player marker 1 step clockwise. You'll now commence the next round with the new first player taking the first turn. Each player has 3 special action cards, and on your exploration turn, between drawing your second room tile and playing it, you may choose to play at most one of these cards to manipulate the board state before your placement. With Action A, you can move 1 Neurorider to an adjacent non-crystallized room. You do not need connectivity by doors to make this move. While if you do choose to move a Neurorider through a door, this won't generate any memories. Action B lets you choose any one rectangular non-crystallized room and rotate it 180 degrees. There are no restrictions on doing this, and it may sever the door interconnections which exist on that tile. Action C lets you relocate 1 non-crystallized room tile, as well as any Neuroriders on it, to another location. The new location must have at least 1 connected door. You cannot use this action to break the map into 2 halves. The game can end in 3 ways. At the end of a crystallization phase, if there are not enough tiles to refill the display of 4, then the game ends immediately. If during a crystallization phase the entire map becomes crystallized, the game also ends immediately. Skip over rescuing the Neuroriders, there's nowhere to rescue them to. Thirdly, if at the end of resolving a tile placement, any single track reaches or exceeds 20, that track becomes overloaded. Reduce its memory value to 10 and all other players who've yet to take their turns in this round will now take it in turns to move one of the other memory markers up or down by 1 space. You're not allowed to push another marker to 20 by taking these actions. Players now resolve their hidden agendas. Each track's base score is equal to its memory value minus its crystallization value, and this is multiplied by the value shown on the hidden agenda. For this player, the orange score is 16 minus 3 times 2 is 26, plus green is 10 minus 7 times 1 is 3 for 29, minus pink, which is 14 minus 2 is 12 for a total of 17. Add 1 point for each unspent action card, so this player's total is 18 points. The player with the highest score wins. If tied, whoever scored the most points from the top objective on the hidden agenda breaks the tie. If still tied, whoever scored most points from action cards. If still tied, whoever lost the fewest points from the third colour on the card. And if still tied, whoever was latest in turn order in the final round. And that's how to play Neuroriders. We are using a prototype copy of the game, so the rules and components may not be final, and do check out the project page for the game. We'll put a link to that in the description below.
Thank you so much for watching. Your like and comments are much appreciated. Subscribe to see what's coming and let us know what games you've been playing. See you next time.